From the cold of Winterfell to the heat of King's Landing, Game of Thrones captivated us for 8 seasons. But what happened to the actors after the series? Today, we'll discover where they are now and how their careers have evolved up to 2024. Let's dive in. Sean Bean's portrayal of Ned Stark left a lasting impression despite his early exit. After Thrones, he returned to television in notable series like Snowpiercer and the BBC's World on Fire. In 2024, Bean has been involved in several stage productions, returning to his theater roots with critically acclaimed performances in London's West End. Michelle Fairley brought Catelyn Stark to life with passion and strength. After the Red Wedding, she quickly moved on to roles in Suits and 24, Live Another Day. As of 2024, Fairley is starring in the hit series Gangs of London, where her performance as Marion Wallace has earned her rave reviews for her gritty portrayal of a crime matriarch. Richard Madden has become a major star since his Game of Thrones days. He won a Golden Globe for his role in Bodyguard and joined the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Icarus in Eternals. In 2024, Madden is rumored to be a strong contender for the next James Bond, and he's set to star in a new thriller series, Citadel, produced by the Russo brothers. Sophie Turner grew up on screen as Sansa Stark, and her career has only flourished since. She played Jean Grey in the X-Men films, and is known for her red carpet appearances alongside her husband, Joe Jonas. In 2024, Turner is focusing on more dramatic roles, including a leading part in the upcoming series The Staircase, based on the true crime documentary. She's also expanding her production ventures, with multiple projects in the works. Maisie Williams, the face behind the fearless Arya Stark, took an unconventional route after the series. She starred in the biographical miniseries Pistol about the Sex Pistols, and co-founded her own tech startup, Daisy, which connects creatives. In 2024, Maisie is transitioning into producing, with her first feature film set for release, while continuing to challenge herself with bold indie roles. Isaac Hempstead Wright, who portrayed Bran Stark, took a step back from acting to focus on his education. He's been studying neuroscience at University College London. While he's kept a low profile in Hollywood, Isaac has been doing voice work for animated projects. As of 2024, he's exploring opportunities in both science and entertainment, carefully choosing his next acting roles. Art Parkinson, who played the youngest Stark sibling, Rickon, may not have had many lines, but he's been busy since his time on Thrones. He voiced a key character in the animated hit Kubo and the Two Strings, and starred in several Irish films. Now, in 2024, Art is studying at university while continuing to act in smaller, critically acclaimed indie films. Kit Harington became a global sensation as Jon Snow, and his post-Thrones career reflects that. After taking time off to focus on his mental health, he returned to acting with a role in Marvel's Eternals and the romantic anthology series Modern Love. In 2024, Kit is set to reprise his iconic role as Jon Snow in a rumored sequel series, further exploring what happened to his character after the show's finale. Lena Headey gave a chilling performance as the ruthless Cersei Lannister, and she hasn't slowed down since. Headey starred in the action comedy Gunpowder Milkshake, and lent her voice to multiple animated series, including Netflix's Masters of the Universe Revelation. In 2024, Lena is working on her directorial debut and has several films in development, cementing her status as a powerhouse in Hollywood. Nikolaj Coster-Waldau has been busy since leaving King's Landing. He took on roles in films like The Silencing and Against the Ice, where he also served as a producer. In 2024, he's expanding his work behind the camera with a new thriller series he's developing and starring in, while continuing his environmental activism. Peter Dinklage, the sharp-witted Tyrion Lannister, has become a legend in his own right. He starred in the musical drama Cyrano and voiced major animated characters like in The Croods: A New Age. In 2024, Peter is leading a new dark comedy series called American Dreamer and is producing several indie films that tackle important social issues. Emilia Clarke, who played the unforgettable Daenerys Targaryen, has embraced a wide range of projects since the end of Thrones. She starred in Last Christmas, co-wrote the comic book series Mom, Mother of Madness, and joined Marvel's Secret Invasion. In 2024, Clarke is focused on both film and television, with her production company developing several new projects and her charity, Same You, continuing to advocate for brain injury survivors. Gwendolyn Christie, who brought Brienne of Tarth's unwavering loyalty to life, has taken Hollywood and the fashion world by storm. After Thrones, she appeared in Netflix's The Sandman and Tim Burton's Wednesday. In 2024, Christie is also a prominent figure in the fashion industry, often collaborating with major designers and walking the runway for high-profile shows. Conleth Hill, who played the secretive master of Whisperers, Varys, has enjoyed a quieter but steady career post-Thrones. He took on roles in the BBC drama Vienna Blood and several stage productions in London's West End. In 2024, Hill is set to appear in a new historical drama series, marking his return to television in a major role, while also continuing his passion for theater. Jack Gleeson's portrayal of the hated Joffrey Baratheon left a lasting impact, but after Game of Thrones, Gleeson chose to step away from acting for a few years. He returned to the screen in 2020 with the comedy series Out of Her Mind. In 2024, Gleeson is pursuing a degree in theology while occasionally working on indie projects, enjoying a quieter life away from the spotlight. Carice Van Houten, who brought the enigmatic Melisandre to life, has pursued a mix of indie films and mainstream projects. Since Game of Thrones, she's starred in the thriller Instinct and the Dutch war film The Forgotten Battle. In 2024, Carice is working on a new psychological thriller while continuing to be an advocate for climate change and women's rights in Europe. Joe Dempsey, who played Gendry, the blacksmith with a royal claim, has kept a low profile but stayed active in the acting world. He took on roles in Deep State and adult material after Thrones. As of 2024, Dempsey is working on several British television projects and is set to return to the big screen with a role in an upcoming thriller set in London. Daniel Portman, who played the loyal squire Podrick Payne, has steadily continued his acting career after Game of Thrones. He's appeared in the UK series The Rig and has been a regular on the theatre scene in Scotland. In 2024, Portman is slated to take on his first leading film role in a British indie thriller. Christopher Hivju, known for his portrayal of the wildling leader Tormund Giantsbane, has continued to thrive in Hollywood. He starred in the Norwegian disaster film The Tunnel and had a notable role in Netflix's The Witcher. In 2024, Hivju is returning to Norwegian cinema with a major historical drama, while continuing to advocate for environmental protection in the Arctic. Liam Cunningham, who played the loyal Davos Seaworth, has remained a strong presence in film and television. Post-Thrones, he took on roles in The Last Voyage of the Demeter and Domina. In 2024, Cunningham is returning to the stage for a Shakespearean play in Dublin, while also working on a documentary about global poverty, furthering his humanitarian efforts. Ian Glenn's portrayal of Jorah Mormont won him legions of fans for his loyal and tragic performance. Post-Thrones, Glenn has been involved in several high-profile projects, including Titans, where he portrayed Bruce Wayne, and Resident Evil on Netflix. In 2024, Glenn continues his successful career with a role in the upcoming BBC drama The Diplomat, while also lending his voice to several video games and audio dramas. Natalie Emmanuel, who portrayed Daenerys' trusted advisor Missandei, has thrived in Hollywood since leaving Westeros. She became a key player in the Fast and Furious franchise and starred in the horror thriller The Invitation. In 2024, Emmanuel is taking on more leading roles, including a new Netflix sci-fi series and a highly anticipated historical drama set in ancient Rome. Jacob Anderson, who played the stoic Grey Worm, has enjoyed a multifaceted career post-Thrones. He took on a lead role in Interview with the Vampire and continued his music career under the name Raleigh Ritchie. As of 2024, Anderson is releasing a new album while also working on a major biopic about a famous historical figure, showcasing both his musical and acting talents. Alfie Allen's transformation from Theon to Reek was one of most captivating arcs. After the show, Allen appeared in Jojo Rabbit, which earned him critical praise, and starred in the true crime series White House Farm. In 2024, Allen is working on his first major Hollywood blockbuster, while continuing to make appearances in British television dramas. Gemma Whelan, who portrayed the fierce Yara Greyjoy, has continued to make waves in television after Game of Thrones. She starred in the popular detective series The Tower and the comedy drama Gentleman Jack. In 2024, Whelan is returning to the stage in a new feminist play in London's West End, while also working on a new crime series set in the UK. Ewan Ryan, who played one of the most hated villains in television history, Ramsay Bolton, has proven his range with diverse roles since Game of Thrones. He starred in the musical biopic The Dirt and had a recurring role in American Gods. In 2024, Ryan is working on a new psychological thriller series for Netflix and is set to release his debut music album, blending acting and music into his unique career. The late great Diana Rigg delivered one of the most iconic performances in Game of Thrones as the sharp-tongued Olenna Tyrell. Before her passing in 2020, Rigg appeared in Last Night in Soho and was honored with a BAFTA Fellowship for her lifetime achievements. Her legacy in both television and film continues to inspire actors across the world, and in 2024, a special tribute is planned in the form of a documentary exploring her remarkable career. Natalie Dormer, who portrayed the cunning Marjorie Tyrell, has maintained a successful career in both film and television. Post-Thrones, Dormer appeared in Penny Dreadful, City of Angels, and co-wrote and starred in Darkness. In 2024, Dormer is focusing on producing, with her company set to launch its first feature film, while also continuing to act in high-profile historical dramas. Jerome Flynn, who brought the sellsword Bronn to life, has stayed active on the small screen after Game of Thrones. He starred in the hit BBC drama Ripper Street and appeared in the critically acclaimed series Black Mirror. In 2024, Flynn is working on a new Western series and remains involved in animal welfare charities, continuing his lifelong passion for activism. Rory McCann's portrayal of Sandor Clegane, known as the Hound, was both brutal and deeply human. After Game of Thrones, McCann appeared in Jumanji: The Next Level and Netflix's The Irregulars. In 2024, McCann is set to star in a major fantasy series, reuniting with several Game of Thrones cast members, while continuing to live a quieter life away from Hollywood in his native Scotland. Half-Thor Julius Bjornsson, also known as the Mountain, has become a global phenomenon both for his size and strength. After Game of Thrones, he continued to break records in the world of strongman competitions, including deadlifting an astonishing 501 kilograms. In 2024, Half-Thor has shifted focus back to acting, with roles in action-packed Hollywood blockbusters, while still training and competing at the elite level. Michael McElhatton, who played the cold and calculating Roose Bolton, has remained active in both film and television after Thrones. He starred in Chernobyl and had key roles in the films The Winter Lake and The Wheel of Time. In 2024, McElhatton is working on a major Netflix historical series, where he plays a central role, continuing his string of strong, character-driven performances. Finn Jones, who portrayed the charming and skilled knight Loras Tyrell, stepped into the superhero realm after Game of Thrones, as the lead in Netflix's Iron Fist. Though the series was met with mixed reviews, Jones continued to expand his career, appearing in Dickinson and Swimming with Sharks. In 2024, Jones is working on an upcoming dystopian sci-fi series, and is also involved in various environmental and LGBTQ+ advocacy projects. Hannah Murray, who brought the gentle Gilly to life, has maintained a relatively low profile after Game of Thrones. Following her acclaimed performance in Bridgend and her role in the final season of Skins, Murray took a step back from acting. As of 2024, she is returning to the screen in a new indie film project and has been actively involved in mental health advocacy, speaking about her own experiences to help raise awareness. James Cosmo, who portrayed Jeor Mormont, the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, has had a long and storied career. Since Game of Thrones, he appeared in the hit Netflix series His Dark Materials and starred in the Irish film The Last Rite. In 2024, Cosmo is set to appear in an epic historical drama about the Viking Age, showing that his commanding presence on screen hasn't slowed down one bit. Ian McElhinney, who portrayed the Honorable Barristan Selmy, has remained a familiar face in British television post-Thrones. He's taken on roles in Derry Girls and The Split, showcasing his versatility. In 2024, McElhinney is set to reprise his role in a new political drama series, while also continuing his work in theater, where he's a highly respected director and actor. Jason Momoa's portrayal of Khal Drogo was just the beginning of his rise to Hollywood superstardom. After Game of Thrones, Momoa became Aquaman in the DCEU. He also starred in the hit Apple TV Plus series See, and recently took on a villainous role in Fast X. In 2024, Momoa is preparing for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, and he's deeply involved in environmental activism, advocating for ocean conservation globally. Sybil Kekili, who portrayed Tyrion's lover, Shae, has stayed active in both film and activism. After Game of Thrones, she focused on European cinema, starring in several German films. In 2024, Kikili continues to advocate for women's rights and against online harassment, while occasionally returning to the screen for special projects that align with her values. Ben Hawkey, who played the lovable Hot Pie, made a splash with his character's bakery skills, and in real life, he turned that into a business. After Game of Thrones, Hawkey opened a pop-up bakery called You Know Nothing John Doe, serving bread inspired by the show. In 2024, while continuing to act in small roles, Hawkey has focused on growing his bakery business, which has become a fan-favorite destination in London. Michelle Huseman, who played the charismatic Dario Naharis, has enjoyed a fruitful career since his days in Meereen. After Game of Thrones, he starred in The Haunting of Hill House and the thriller The Flight Attendant. In 2024, Huseman is working on a new Netflix series and is producing a documentary about sustainable travel, a subject he's passionate about. Kate Dickie, who played the unhinged Lisa Aaron, has continued to thrive in horror and psychological thrillers. After Game of Thrones, she appeared in The Witch and The Green Knight. In 2024, Dickie is starring in a new horror film and working as an ambassador for various mental health initiatives, using her platform to raise awareness about mental health issues in the arts. The late Peter Vaughan, who portrayed the wise and blind Meister Aemon, passed away in 2016 at the age of 93. Vaughan had a long and distinguished career with roles in Straw Dogs and Brazil, and his final performance as Aemon remains one of his most beloved. In 2024, his legacy continues to be honored through retrospectives and tributes in the British film industry. Gethin Anthony, who played Renly Baratheon, took on a range of indie projects after Game of Thrones. He starred in Aquarius, where he portrayed Charles Manson, and appeared in First Kill. In 2024, Anthony is developing a historical drama series and has expanded his creative reach into writing, penning scripts for both television and film. Joseph Alton, who played Pypar, one of Jon Snow's friends at the Wall, has continued to build a solid career in British television and film. After Game of Thrones, he appeared in The Alienist and Peaky Blinders. In 2024, Alton is returning to the big screen in an upcoming British crime drama and has been involved in various charity initiatives supporting underprivileged youth. Anton Lesser, who portrayed the manipulative Qyburn, has kept busy with numerous projects after Game of Thrones. He starred in The Crown as Harold Macmillan and appeared in Endeavour. In 2024, Lesser is set to appear in a new historical drama series and remains one of the UK's most respected character actors, known for his versatility on screen and stage. Richard Dormer, who played the resurrected warrior Beric Dondarrion, has taken on several notable roles since Game of Thrones. He starred in Fortitude and Philip K. Dick's Electric Dreams. In 2024, Dormer is working on a new fantasy series while also starring in a BBC crime drama, continuing his reputation as a standout character actor. Keisha Castle-Hughes, who played the fierce Obara Sand, has continued to make her mark in the film industry after Game of Thrones. Following her role as Obara, Castle-Hughes appeared in The Kettering Incident and The Secret Garden. In 2024, she's working on an upcoming drama series and has recently taken on a significant role in an international film project, showcasing her range as an actress. Jessica Henwick, who portrayed the formidable Nymeria Sand, has seen her star rise significantly since Game of Thrones. She starred in the Netflix hit Iron Fist and appeared in The Matrix Resurrections. In 2024, Henwick is making waves in Hollywood with leading roles in several high-profile action films, and is set to direct her first feature film, expanding her creative horizons. Rosabelle Laurenti Sellers, who played the cunning Tayene Sand, has continued to build her acting career with a variety of roles. Post-Game of Thrones, Sellers starred in the Italian film La Verità and the Spanish series El Ministerio del Tiempo. In 2024, she is working on a new international thriller and is actively involved in advocacy for environmental and social issues, combining her acting with activism. Indira Varma, who brought the fierce Ilaria Sand to life, has enjoyed a vibrant career post-Game of Thrones. She appeared in Luther and starred in the acclaimed series Star Wars Kenobi. In 2024, Varma is set to appear in a major BBC historical drama and continues to be a prominent voice in discussions on diversity and representation in the arts. Deobia Opare, who portrayed the loyal bodyguard Ario Hota, has continued to appear in diverse roles following Game of Thrones. He starred in the British drama The Terror and had a role in the film Wonder Woman 1984. In 2024, Opa Ray is involved in an upcoming fantasy series and remains an active participant in various theater productions, blending screen and stage work. James Faulkner, known for his role as the stern Randall Tarley, has stayed active in the acting world with roles in The Vatican Tapes and The Last Dragon Slayer. In 2024, Faulkner is set to appear in a new historical drama and continues to bring his commanding presence to both film and television, with upcoming projects that showcase his extensive range. Tom Hopper, who played Dickon Tarley, has built on his Game of Thrones success with prominent roles in The Umbrella Academy and Black Sails. In 2024, Hopper is set to star in a new action-adventure film and is working on several high-profile television projects, demonstrating his continued versatility and popularity as an actor. Anaya Bookstein, who portrayed the enigmatic priestess Kinvara, has continued her career in film and television post-Game of Thrones. She appeared in the Israeli series The Baker and the Beauty and is involved in various international projects. In 2024, Bookstein is working on a new drama series and is also active in theater, bringing her powerful performances to a wider audience. Bern Gorman, who played the menacing Carl Tanner, has maintained a steady career in both film and television post-Game of Thrones. He appeared in The Expanse and Pacific Rim. In 2024, Gorman is set to star in a new science fiction series and continues to be a sought-after character actor in both British and American productions. Ron Donati, who portrayed the gruff Rast, has continued to make an impact in television and film. He had notable roles in The Terror and The Spanish Princess. In 2024, Donachie is working on several British TV dramas and is involved in a new stage production, showcasing his depth as a versatile actor. Mark Stanley, who portrayed the steadfast Gren, has continued to work steadily in film and television. Post-Game of Thrones, he appeared in The Last Kingdom and the drama The Bay. In 2024, Stanley is set to star in a new British historical series and remains a regular in the UK's thriving television landscape. Julian Glover, known for his role as the scheming Maester Pycelle, has had a remarkable career spanning decades. After Game of Thrones, he appeared in The Last Dragon Slayer and the British series The Outlaws. In 2024, Glover continues to be a respected figure in the industry, with new roles in theater and occasional film appearances, celebrating a career that has left a significant mark on screen history. Birgitte Hjort Sorensen, who portrayed Karsi, has made a significant impact in the film industry, with her work in Danish cinema and international projects. Post-Game of Thrones, she starred in The Lion Woman and Borg vs. McEnroe. In 2024, Sorensen is set to appear in a new Scandinavian crime series and continues to be a prominent figure in both European and international film circles. And there you have it. From the icy landscapes of Westeros to exciting new ventures, these Game of Thrones stars have truly made their mark. But the journey doesn't end here. Dive into the magical world of Hogwarts. Click through to see what the stars of the Wizarding World are up to.